Greetings, friends. It feels like it's been a while, long enough for you to start craving more of the wilderness cooking. Well, get ready because today I'm unveiling a truly unique and foolproof way to cook chicken using the time-honored Tandoor oven. Long before kitchens had walls and recipes were written down, food was cooked over open flames right in the heart of nature. As time passed, human ingenuity and a deep passion for cooking gave rise to countless methods, and the tandoor stands as one of the greatest innovations in this culinary evolution. I feel incredibly grateful to be here in my village, under the open sky, cooking the way it was always meant to be. Let's embrace this journey together. I've gone with chicken for this dish for two reasons. First, it's a top pick for most meat lovers. But the real beauty of cooking chicken in a tandoor is how quickly it roasts compared to lamb or beef. Its smaller size ensures even cooking, delivering that irresistible balance of crispy skin and juicy meat, all wrapped in a glossy golden glaze. Plus, chicken is naturally tender, making it the perfect choice when you're craving that deep, smoky flavor. To truly nail this dish, you need to make sure your knives are razor sharp and ready for the job. I'm particular about my tools. Dull or worn-out knives can seriously affect the quality of your cuts. Take my advice. Give your kitchen a quick once-over and get rid of any little hazards that could throw off your prep. The origins of the tandoor go back thousands of years, with some of the earliest traces popping up in the Indus Valley civilization around 3000 BCE. Over time, the tandoor spread across Central Asia, the Middle East, and the Caucasus. What started as simple clay pits gradually evolved into the cylindrical ovens we know and love today. Its remarkable ability to retain heat and enhance deep, smoky flavors quickly made it a go-to tool in kitchens across many cultures. Even now, it remains a cornerstone of traditional cooking, passed down through generations and still going strong. Let's get some fresh rosemary. If you're wondering how to thank me, the best way is to subscribe to my channel and give this video a like. Every like and subscription brings me joy and motivates me to keep honing my cooking skills. All right, back to the kitchen. Rosemary is such a versatile herb, and that's exactly why I love it. It's perfect for adding a savory depth to stews and grilled dishes, and when paired with chicken, it works wonders. The meat soaks up its aromatic, rich flavors, infusing every bite with a subtle, herbaceous, and peppery note. A bit of garlic to give a marinade a pungent kick. In Azerbaijan and many other Middle Eastern countries, the tandoor is more than just a cooking tool. It's a centuries-old tradition behind countless beloved dishes, including our famous lavash bread. In Azerbaijan, tandoor-baked lavash is a staple at nearly every dinner table. Warm, scrumptious, and slightly chewy on the inside, pairing beautifully with any dish. For generations, villagers have built tandoors in their yards, gathering to enjoy kebabs on summer evenings as they unwind after the heat of the day. Now, let's get back to our marinade. This one is going to take our chicken to a whole new level. The secret to a perfect marinade lies in three key elements: spices, sugar, and tomato sauce. Once you've got them all in one pot, the rest is up to your imagination and flair. It's important to understand what a marinade really does for meat. A good marinade doesn't just coat the surface. It tenderizes, infuses flavor, and locks in moisture. It breaks down the meat's fibers, allowing bold, rich flavors to seep in and transform every bite. I'm glad we're exploring these little details together, raising our awareness of what truly makes a dish shine. I just realized I've never asked, have you ever tried tandoori cooked dishes? Lavash is probably the easiest to find, but what about other tandoori specialties? I'd love to hear about your experience. Drop a comment and let me know what you think about the smoky, flavorful magic of tandoori cooking. The beauty of tandoor cooking lies in the intense heat it generates, creating that beautifully charred skin while keeping the chicken tender and juicy inside. But how do you know when your tandoor is at the perfect temperature? Here's a simple trick. Hold your hand about 6 inches above the cooking surface. If you can only keep it there for 2 to 3 seconds before it feels uncomfortably hot, you've hit the sweet spot for tandoori cooking. And hey, don't forget to follow us on Instagram. We share behind-the-scenes moments, recipe updates, and plenty of extra cooking tips just for you. Trust me, you won't want to miss out. Come join the fun. Let's dive into something that truly elevates your tandoori experience, the fuel source. In Azerbaijan, tandoors are traditionally fueled by wood, and trust me, the type of wood you use makes all the difference. For instance, apple wood adds a subtle, fruity sweetness that perfectly complements the savory marinade. But if you're lucky enough to get your hands on oak wood, you'll notice it imparts a robust, earthy aroma, infusing the meat with a smoky richness. It's these little details that take your tandoori chicken from good to unforgettable. It's not just about wood. Some tandoors use charcoal as well, especially when you're aiming for an even high heat. Charcoal burns hotter than wood, making it ideal for achieving that quick, crispy exterior on the chicken. Ultimately, whether you're using wood or charcoal, the key is to keep the heat steady. That way, you'll get that perfect smoky chicken with an irresistible charred crust. All right, now let's get our pilaf done. 'Cause what's tandoori chicken without pilaf? Am I right? Everything in this world comes in pairs, and pilaf and tandoori chicken are one of those perfect combinations. This is a case where both the main dish and the side have intense, rich flavors, yet they come together beautifully. This isn't just any rice, folks. We've got raisins and cranberries mixed in, adding a sweet and tangy pop that balances the savory goodness of the chicken. I'm tossing in some dill now, and trust me, it's a game changer. It's got that fresh, zesty punch that cuts through the richness of the chicken, adding a vibrant, herby burst. It's like the cherry on top, bringing everything together in the most flavorful way. Now, let's chop some wood for our tandoor. To get the best results, you'll want to maintain a steady temperature of around 450 to 500 degrees Fahrenheit, 230 to 260 degrees Celsius. This ensures the chicken sears quickly, locking in all those flavorful juices while absorbing the irresistible smoky aroma from the tandoor. As for cooking time, it usually takes about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on the size of your chicken pieces. But always check to make sure it's cooked through by piercing the meat. If the juices run clear, you're good to go. Some of the rice will be tucked inside the chicken, infusing it with even more flavor and richness. Just like this, I fold the chicken legs to seal the rice inside, trapping it and closing up the opening. As I stuff these little fellas, let me just remind you about my shop where you can grab the wilderness cooking merch, t-shirts, hoodies, you name it. If you want to take a piece of this adventure home with you, now's the perfect time. All you have to do is scan the QR code and your favorite merch will be on its way to you. Become a part of our big family right now. Hanging these chickens is almost like decorating a Christmas tree, except this one's much better because, well, you can eat it. Now this whole setup goes right into the tandoor, where the magic begins. After sealing the entrance of the tandoor, I cover it with clay to ensure no air gets trapped inside. This step is crucial because excess oxygen can lead to uneven cooking and increase the risk of burning. By properly sealing it, we create an enclosed environment where the heat circulates evenly, guaranteeing the perfect tenderness we're aiming for. Now it's time to unwind and enjoy a warm cup of black tea. I hadn't realized how quickly the day passed. Here we are, already taking a tea break, which means we're almost done with our cooking. I feel like we've developed a great rhythm, combining learning with cooking in the most rewarding way. Now let's unveil the hidden gem inside the tandoor, the moment of truth. By the golden glaze on the skin, I'm sure you've already guessed, they taste just as good as they look. I love how the skin crisps up perfectly while the chicken remains succulent and juicy inside. Let's take the first bite. The rice inside is incredibly tender, with just the right amount of smokiness. It absorbed all the flavors from the chicken, creating a mouth-watering contrast between the softness of the rice and the rich, smoky taste. Now for the chicken. The skin is crispy, with that perfect golden brown texture. Each bite is filled with juicy, tender meat, and the spices are perfectly balanced, giving you just the right amount of heat and savory depth.
Super.
And now, it's time to share this savory goodness with our guests. They've been eagerly waiting for this moment, so let's delight them with this unforgettable culinary achievement. Careful, kids, don't rush to the food like this. There's plenty for everyone, and I'm sure you're all very hungry after that long wait. Well, we've done a great job today. Everyone is fed, happy, and satisfied. I'm so glad we shared this experience. Cooking like this, with all its flavors and traditions, makes every bite feel even more special. Here's to more delicious moments, and of course, more shared meals. Thank you for joining me today, my friends. Until next time, with Wilderness Cooking.
Kanalımıza dəstək olmaq istəyirsinizsə, onlayn mağazamızdan xüsusi bıçaq və ya taxta qablarımızı əldə edə bilərsiniz. Mağazanın linki videonun altındakı təsvirdə var. Super!